Hi guys. So many of you have texted me, and time and again I've received the questions regarding manifestation and law of attraction, and how you can manifest quickly, easily, naturally. You can add your own words when I say this. So I'm really I also received the message that I should talk about this because it's been a long time and I really wanted to as well. Um, so about manifestation, about law of attraction, first of all, let's talk about how it works, how it all works. Now, we all know that everything is energy, and if any of you doesn't understand it like in a full sense, I'll tell you that if you will go underneath the core, like if you sort of reach to the core of anything, any object, any person, anything in this world that you can see, you can feel, you can touch, you can taste, anything in this world, if you will go down to the core of that object or that human or whatever, you will find that it's created through energy. And if you will say that no, it's atoms, so if you will, like, the atom, any atom is also created by energy. So the first thing that we need to understand is that everything is energy, and without energy a shape, a form cannot be formed fully. Okay, be it anything, be it a human, be it a curtain, be it a bed, be it an object, a pen, even the smallest thing in this universe, everything is created by energy. Okay, now when we talk about law of attraction, energy plays a huge freaking role. Without it, it's just not possible. Why am I even saying that? So suppose you are thinking a thought, because everything is energy, your thought is also it's also an energy, right? It's also energy. So when you're thinking a thought, it has a certain energy to it. Suppose you're thinking about a baby, your favorite baby in your home, or some random baby in the street, anything, anyone, it could be any baby. So there's a baby, and that baby is like really cute and chubby and smiling and laughing, and you imagine that baby in your head, and you're like enjoying the view, the sight of that baby, enjoying the things in the world, the small things in the world, because he's just born and he's looking at things in awe, like what is it going on, right? So you're like enjoying that thought in your head. And because, like, suppose now you're thinking about this baby, and your energy is at this thought, right? And now because you are thinking about this baby for a few seconds, it will create a certain vibration. Okay, now because you're thinking about a good thing, because you're thinking about something fun, something happy, your vibration will be at a frequency on a higher frequency. Your energy will vibrate on a higher frequency. Okay, now again, if you will take the example of you're thinking about something of a lower vibration, of something like sad, or a memory that doesn't please you that much, or you're thinking about some bad thing happened in your life, losing someone, thinking about a fight. Now again, you're giving energy to that thought, to that image in your head, but it's not a happy image. It's like it's making you sad, it's making you sort of fearful, or you're feeling guilt, or you're feeling anger, or feeling frustrated. Now your energy is vibrating because you're thinking about it for a few seconds. The energy starts to vibrate. Because there is a lot of it now at one place, so it starts to sort of vibrate. Now it's vibrating on a lower frequency. Okay, so this concept is clear. When you're thinking about something nice, something good, your energy is vibrating at a higher frequency, something better, something good, something like light. And when you're thinking about something that you don't like, that is making you feel bad or hurt or painful or angry, then your energy, your overall energy is vibrating at a lower frequency. Okay, now because everything has energy, everything in this universe has energy, when you think about something, anything that is matching your frequency, your vibration, gets attracted to it. That which is like unto itself, it attracts. Something along the lines, there is this definition, I don't exactly remember it, but it's like that. So when you are thinking about a happy baby, you're at a vibration where you probably it attracts some baby in your experience, not your own baby, but maybe a baby on the street, or maybe someone visits you with a baby or something like that. But there could be also a lot of other outcomes, like you may attract something fun, some fun experience, because you were thinking about fun, happy, goofy, right? So your energy will be attracted, will be like magneted towards something that is of similar, like something that was going on inside you, something similar to that will come in your physical reality, because it was a match, because your energy matched something that was vibrating on the same frequency in this world. Okay, so it happens both ways, and it happens all the time. When we say using law of attraction, you can't use law of attraction, but you can, yes, put it on. You can actually like consciously attract, because you're always attracting, literally always, because you're always thinking, because you're always having an emotion inside you. Some emotion is always activated inside you, either it's fear, it's guilt, or it's happy, or it's you're laughing, you're having fun. Some emotion is always inside you. Okay, and because it's always there, you're always attracting something. Law of attraction, learning law of attraction means consciously choosing your thoughts, choosing your emotions, choosing your vibration. Okay, so when we talk about law of attraction, it means that deliberately choosing a thought. Suppose you want to manifest more clients, so what you will do is you will deliberately think about having clients, not having clients in the future, just having clients in the present moment, because you're attracting right now, right? You're attracting right now, and because like everything is right now, there is no present, there is no past, there is no future, there's only present. Okay, it's just different timelines, different perspectives of you being at different places. They are all perspectives. It's not that you were there in the past or the future. Everything is in the present moment, and anyone who practices being in the present moment has more and more understanding and in-depth knowledge of why am I saying this. To understand the secrets of the universe, you have to practice the present moment in order to understand how the present moment is extremely, extremely powerful. And when we are learning law of attraction, we tend to practice it more, because you're finally understanding that I want to attract something like this, I want to manifest something like this. You're always manifesting. It's just about being in that vibration, being at that frequency of what you want, and being at a receiving frequency of what you want, or already having it. Not like when I started learning about law of attraction, I was only in 11th standard, and I just watched The Secret. Somebody told me, some teacher in my school told me that go watch The Secret, because I used to ask a lot of questions, and that teacher was like a guru, like the first spiritual person I've ever met in my whole life. I didn't even know it was called spirituality. I used to call it philosophy or something. So that teacher, I used to ask a lot of questions to him. Every time I used to get a chance to see him or have a class with him, I used to ask a lot of questions. And one day I asked him, can we have anything we want? And he said that yes, of course. And I had some specific questions in my head, and he said that, you know what, you go and watch The Secret today when you go home. I was like, okay. And I watched it. For like to learn the basics of law of attraction. It cleared a lot of things, but it took so many years. Like now I finally understand it. It was a long journey. I'm not meaning to say that you will also have a long journey. It's just that everyone has their own, speed and lessons throughout the journey. It's quite simple though. But yeah, we will talk about the journey and the hows and all that in some other clip. But I just want to give you a the most how do you call it, the simplest understanding of law of attraction, what I got out of it after so many years. So you have to make sure that whatever desire it is, first of all, there is no judgment on the desire. A lot of you judge your own desires. I used to do that too, and that's why I know so a lot of you do that as well. So I want to manifest this car, but do I deserve it? Should I, blah blah blah, all those doubtful questions and all that. Don't judge your desires, no matter what desire it is. It's a desire, let it be pure. Leave it at that. You have a desire, keep it to yourself. Don't judge it, don't put judgmental opinions on it and all that, and let it flow freely. Okay, it's okay. We are all here to have physical experience, and we all want to have it in our own way. We all want the fullest of the physical experience as we are here to, in this particular lifetime. So don't judge your desires. When you judge your desires, it means that you are not even close to achieving them, or not achieving is not the right word, receiving them. You won't receive your desires if you are judging your desires. Okay. So don't put any obligations or like shoulds and shouldn'ts or any sort of anything on your desire. Let your desire be free, even of your own judgment. Okay. So suppose you have a desire and you want it to come to you. Okay. So you just sit in your room and take out 10 or 15 minutes in your day. All you have to do is bring out a feeling inside of you of already having this desire. How would you feel if you already have it? Like if you're wanting a car, suppose, you just close your eyes and feel that you already have the car. And when I say already having your desire, I am not talking about how did you have it, how did you manifest it. The how part is not your job, it's universe's job. So don't try to do anything that you are not supposed to do. And if you will think that you can, no, I don't think so. So don't worry about the how. The less you will worry about the how, the sooner and quicker you will manifest, you will have it. So don't worry about the how. Just feel how it feels to have the car of your dream. Now, in your imagination, you can take it as far as you want to, like going in your imagination, going in that, like sitting in that car, touching the doors and feeling how the car feels when you're sitting inside it. How does it feel like driving it, and what is the color of the car, what is the model, everything. You can get into specific details and you can enjoy the car experience in your imagination as much as you can, without putting any limitations to that experience that you're having in your imagination. That's what makes it the most powerful. You don't have to wait for your desire to come. You don't have to check in on when is it coming, what is happening, when will it happen, how will it happen. It's not your job. It is not your job. All you have to do is enjoy the desire, enjoy the present feeling place of the desire. And because energy is like, your vibration is going to attract that frequency of where your car is, you won't even know when it'll be in your garage. Okay, when you are feeling that car experience in your imagination, you're actually activating a vibration, a frequency that is going to match the frequency of where your car is, and universe will deliver that car to you in the easiest, least resistant way. It can blow your mind also, because I've had a few experiences in which I was like, whoa, I didn't see that coming, but it did. And that's why I can tell you from my own personal experiences, my own personal law of attraction experiences. I have them on a daily basis, honestly. So all you have to do is get into the feeling place. Take out 10 or 15 minutes in your day and get into the feeling place, and let it raise your vibration to a higher frequency. And you won't even know you got the car, or you got any desire that you have. And if you think that you have limiting beliefs, I would say start small. Like, not if you want like a BMW, start from a car that you think is believable for you, or start from a desire that you think is believable to you, and then move it up to the scale, and then manifest bigger things. But you can manifest bigger things already as well, without even going through the small stuff, I promise you. But then we will talk about that belief systems and everything in some other clip. But I assure you that you can, because I have done it. You can do that too, right? So this was my easiest explanation of law of attraction, what I got out of it in so many years. There is more, of course, and I will make another clip in 2 or 3 or 4 days, and then we will discuss different points of view of law of attraction. If you liked it, tell me in the comment section, and then it will be nice to have a feedback from you. I'll see you next time. Bye.